It is cold this morning, probably about 40 degrees. So we're gonna head somewhere a little bit warmer. Get some errands to run. I haven't taken a shower in quite a while. So we're gonna hunt down a warm shower and a little bit warmer climate. On Cassie. All the local residents are up kind of milling around, getting ready for the day. A lot of these guys are parked here every single night. When I first got to this area, it was super hot every day, like up into the 90s, like uncomfortably hot for being in the van. And I have a couple snowboarding friends out here that you guys probably saw in our most recent video. And they talked about the huge snowfall they got. And I couldn't picture big snowfall here because it got so hot, but that thing paints a picture at how much snow this place must get. A little bit of sightseeing before we hit the road and move on. Another crazy crane. Nuts. So crazy. Snow piles taller than my van. Here we are pulling into the little downtown of the area. Whole lot of adventure bike guys on big trips coming through here. There's another one. That might be one of my next big journeys. If you guys would like to see a realistic experience of doing a big adventure bike, dirt bike trip across a few states, maybe into Alaska or something, drop a sub. Here's a small town. Our next video should be a video based completely in this town where we explore all this, and I'll show you guys a little bit closer of all the shops and everything that's to offer in this cool little mountain town. Cool old gas station. There's a few really cool old buildings here. That's pretty much it. That was like the whole strip we just drove through. The train that rolls by every night. If you guys didn't notice, that parking lot that all the vans are sleeping in are right on the railroad tracks. It's kind of like a free moving art show every night. Around like sunset, the train comes rolling through. And I've never seen a train so tagged. Like every single car has a bunch of sick tags on it. Just a minute or so down the road, you roll into the more business side of the town where all the big grocery stores are and such. Wow. I have a love-hate relationship with California. Even though it's still probably only 47 degrees right now, with the sun hitting, it feels so nice. Just about rolled it. How crystal clear the water is. See all the way to the bottom. On some of the hot days when we were here, Cassie and I would come down and cool off in this river. Cassie was never happy about it. I always was. She's like, I didn't know where we're going. Did you? Off-roading. Woo! There she goes. Hey. Kiss. Oh, he's so excited. He's like, I know what time it is. Kiss. Come on. Load up. Good girl.
Good girl. My dog doesn't listen to me.
It's taken a long time. What? Are you hungry? Cassie 360. Sit. Good. Eat. Half-hour drive, heading east, leaving California. Such a sick drive. Look at that river, crystal blue. Nevada?
Welcome to Nevada.
It's funny, you cross over the Nevada state line and immediately the mountains start looking more like, oh wow, look at that. The mountains start looking more like Nevada than Colorado or California. All the trees start disappearing, whole hillsides of tan color rather than green. That was like an immediate switch. First gas station we go by is branded as a casino. We're getting close. We're like 10 minutes away from Planet Fitness. Although I'm definitely not feeling a workout right now. All right, so I just changed my GPS from Planet Fitness to downtown Reno. We're just gonna go drive through the downtown, see if I can find somewhere free to park this big van and possibly take Cassie on a walk through downtown Reno. For being 6 minutes away from Reno, still seems like we're kind of in the middle of nowhere. Option number 2 for the campsite. Option number 3 for possible campsite tonight. There we go, there we're seeing a little bit of city. Definitely gives mini Vegas vibes right off the bat. Just the gold windows on the buildings, the mountains in the background. Oh wow. Here we are. Oh my god, this looks like it. What's the deal here? Excuse me, man. Do you know if I can just park here to like walk around? So he said he assumes that we'll be good parking here. All right, we're going for it. We're just parked here. I don't know if it's just me or if it smells like garbage here. This entire parking lot smells like a dumpster. I guess that's what happens when you spend a month in the mountains and then come to a city. As you can see, we're here. We're right underneath the Circus Hotel. So we're gonna be heading down that way towards all the fun looking stuff over there. But first, I've yet to have any breakfast. So we're gonna whip up a breakfast sandwich inside the van real quick and let the dog decompress a little after the drive. Egg on top, call it breakfast. Let's take the dog for a little walk downtown. Ooh, it's so excited. All right, we're done. All right, we're off. Let's go be tourists a little bit. Got like 2 destinations we're walking to. It's like 10-minute walk. Cassie is so excited. We haven't been somewhere new. Cassie gets so pumped. Always a little nerve-wracking leaving the van behind in a new city, especially when there's some sketchy people across the street watching you leave. But that's how she goes. What fun would you have in life if you were constantly worried about the what ifs? Some lady's already yelling at me from across the street. I think she was just trying to call Cassie pretty. The whole city's smaller than I thought it would be. And we're just about to one of the biggest destinations that we got going on here. Here we go. There it is. The main destination. The biggest little city in the world. Beautiful. The NPC just walking by was talking about how when he was younger he'd fight anybody for looking at him wrong. Cool paintings along the side here. This seems to be like the main strip. 1 in 5 people are super sketchy. Cool old building. Seems like this is about it. About to see all of it right here. Pretty sick. I think that's literally about, we've seen everything there is to see so far. The Believe sign. good. Little casino action. I don't know if Cassie's allowed in here or not. Come on, it's cool and all, but I'm all ready to get out of here. Cool old buildings, looking a little rough though. Oh no way, that's a rock climbing wall all the way up the face of that building. That's gotta be one of the coolest rock climbing spots I've ever seen. It's a ways up there. Biggest little city in the world. I think I'm chilling on any size city. If it's labeled a city, I'm out. That's pretty cool. One last spot. We did all the sightseeing for me, and we got to do a little bit of sightseeing for Cassie. So we're pulling up to the world's biggest little dog park. We got dog paintings all the way around. Cassie smells it. Oh, are you kidding? Is this the dog park? You're kidding me. Ain't no way. This is like a perfect real life representation of the Family Guy meme of Stewie saying, "Brian, is this our vacation?"
Brian, is this our vacation?
Yeah,
Oh. Are we trash?
kinda.
Oh.
Maybe I'm wrong. Oh. Here's the dog park. Here's the dog park. Alright, that's a little bit better. Oh, that would have been so funny if I would have walked away and thought that this was the dog park. Oh, I'm sure there's lots of stuff to sniff in the fake grass. That's pretty sick. Hotel Cortez. Sounds and looks a little bit more like a prison than a hotel. Wonder how much a room is at that place, and I wonder how sketchy it is. So I guess the rest of the plan for today is go to Best Buy. I have to get a new computer for the sim racing rig and gaming setup and streaming setup. Then we're gonna try to find a grocery outlet to get some groceries and try to figure out some sort of good home cooked meal to make. Nice. Something about big trucks, especially big old trucks in cities and on the coast just hit so different. Well, I think we saw mostly what Reno has to offer. Made it back. Dirt bike is intact. No windows smashed. So we'll consider that a successful trip through Reno. And it got toasty in here the little while that we were gone. It's warm. All right, I'm gonna map it out, see where a grocery outlet is, the Best Buy, and where our camping site is for the night, and figure out our next best route. Be right back. Heading into the grocery outlet. It's always fun pulling up to a new grocery outlet because they're kind of like TJ Maxx, so you never know what deals you're gonna find. Still have no idea what I'm going to make for dinner, but hopefully there'll be just a good deal on something on there that will decide for us. And I'll try to share some of the prices of the stuff in there for people who've never been to a grocery outlet because it's pretty insane. It's like half price groceries. 99 cents. I haven't had Captain Crunch forever. 50-cent energy drinks, 50-cent fun drinks, usually $2. 99-cent tortillas. That probably is gonna have to happen. Always gotta get the dog something while we're in here. Under half price. Not a lot of good deals going on either. Some fancy salsas and fun hot sauces. Usually be a $6 hot sauce for a few bucks. 99-cent Pop-Tarts, if that's your kind of thing. This is about what we got. I think you guys might be able to guess what we're gonna make tonight for dinner. The regulars on the channel know. Sadly, there's one meal that I cook in like 40% of my videos, and we're doing it again. Why, there's my dog. Hello. I got you something in there. Cassie has to sniff through every single bag. Cassie's always wondering what I got. She's all right, what's in this one? These one's eggs, so be careful. I sniff everything, huh? Didn't really shop the deals in there. I mean, I guess it says I spent $41 and I saved $38, so about half price groceries, not bad. There's times I've walked out of there spending about 30 bucks and have saved $100 on groceries. Just a good handful of $10 items for 99 cents. Well, I didn't spend a lot of money, but I set up an appointment to hopefully see if they can fix mine. We're heading to the Planet Fitness, take my first real shower in like a month. I've just been taking rinse-off showers outside of the van. Got one schoolie out front. Let's make this really quick so we can get dinner going. So another dude with the Ford Transit pull up. I wish I would have filmed. He showed me the inside of his build and I wish I would have filmed it. We're about to head in, take a quick shower, figure out where we're camping for the night, and then make some dinner.
1 hour later.
Shower has been taken, and I feel also very hungry after my first real workout in a long time. So we are heading to the overnight spot. I've never stayed at this place before. Like, I've never stayed at this store anywhere across the country, so we'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll get kicked out, hopefully not. Mountains are pretty cool out here. Very Nevada-styled mountains. The dog. Mountains have the sun hitting really cool. It's not hot, but it is warm in the van. Not gonna lie, I'm half tempted to run into Texas Roadhouse and get a couple of their rolls and their butter to have with my meal tonight. Home sweet home. This parking lot is super wonky. Do a lap around the parking lot, make sure there isn't a more level spot somewhere. One other van in the parking lot, which is just what we like. Realistic look at the van after a day of running around and driving. Bunch of stuff fell out from up under there and up under there. Cassie the dog is tired from her big walk. Try to block some of the sun out. The sun is blazing in here. I'm just gonna empty out the oven to be able to get that to start preheating, even though it's a little warm in the van. I don't know why I always choose to bake stuff on the hot days, but empty out the oven, start cutting up the chicken and getting the whole meal ready to go. As you can see, we can fit a good amount of junk into the oven. It's my pantry. We get this all cleaned up, get the oven going. We got the whole array set up. I got a couple of fresh sheet pans to cook with. I found these for 50 cents a pop. Pickles, some mild banana pepper rings. Got some cloud coverage, so the temps are dropping pretty quick. I'm gonna fire up the oven, let that start warming up. She's being so sweet. Hopefully it's not too cheddary. Just like that, number 2's done. Very orange, very cheddary. Going for the flip on the first ones. Oh wow, the breading sticks to them really nice. Can just barely fit 2 trays of chicken into the oven, and the oven struggles. It's about time for her to have some dinner too, but first I want to clean up this mess and get the van all nice and tidy. Chicken's in the oven, the sun is setting, and we are ditching our bag of trash before calling it a night, letting the dog go potty. Beautiful sunset over the mountains. Just walked over and asked him if I could order through that drive-through window. He just gave me a half a dozen of them. No payment. Free rolls for dinner. Awesome. Chicken should be getting pretty close to done. I'm glad that I went over there. I tried ordering online like 4 times and my credit card wouldn't work, my Apple Pay wouldn't work, the website was just being really buggy. Amazing. That's better than I remember. Got the rolls on top of the oven to stay warm. Now I'm just gonna cut up a potato to do a batch of homemade French fries. It might not be as good as a Texas Roadhouse roll, but I think she loves it just as much. Eat. Oh. Oh. A Dan special. That's just how it is. That's a perfectly done chicken if you ask me. Let's see how spicy these are before I put them on a sandwich and ruin a whole sandwich. Perfect. That looks awesome. Boom.
Expenses were not as much as they are when I have to do it all.
There we have it. This is the meal for the night. Oh wait. I almost forgot the green beans. This is starting to become a reoccurring thing about my cooking segments of the videos. I forget about the beans in the microwave. Here we have it. Green beans, homemade french fries, homemade chicken sandwich, Texas Roadhouse rolls. Not bad. We're gonna relax, watch a little bit of YouTube, play a little bit of RuneScape. Sunset was looking pretty sick on the time lapse when I glanced over at it, so I thought I might as well take the dog out. Kind of missed it, but it's still pinkish out here. As you can see, the whole sky is just kind of light blue, pink, pretty colors. Feel pretty good about the spot. That one van looks like it's pretty well posted up there, so generally if the broke down-ish looking vans are in a parking lot, usually I'm not, you don't expect to get the boot or a ticket. There's also one dude with like a little tent camp set up over in the bushes. So that also makes me think that hopefully that means that we will not have any issues. We're just chasing the sunset at this point. Trying to find the best viewpoint of it. Find somewhere for Cassie to hit the hay, and find somewhere for Cassie to hit the bathroom. Definitely perfect sunset weather right now. It's probably about 70 degrees. Pretty flowers in the bush. Beautiful sunset. So sick. Got all the doors in the van open just for a little bit here. On warm nights and after we run the oven, I pretty commonly will open up the van all the way and let the wind really blow through it so then we can get some fresh air in the van. Because right now, it's pretty warm and it just smells like chicken sandwiches very strongly in the van. So we're letting the air out for a few minutes. After the wind gusts through a good few times, just like that, we have all fresh air in the van. That's it. That's all she wrote. Thank you for joining me on today's little adventure. I know it wasn't anything too crazy, but it was still pretty fun. That's my little house. That's my little dog. And this is our little life. From a guy and a dog living in a van by the side of the road. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. We try to post every Sunday. Don't always, but we try our best. And consider buying some of my merch. There's a link in the description and the pinned comment for t-shirts, hats, mugs, and a few other fun things. A lot of which designs inspired by Cassie the dog, so I think you guys will like them. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Oh, you did not wait. That's Cassie. Just wait.
Oh my goodness, you're so cute.